When Donald Trump first announced that he was going to do tariffs, 25% on steel and 10% on aluminum, he did it impromptu, and he caught everybody off guard. They had no papers ready for it to brief Congress. They didn't have the legal part of the deal set up yet because Trump just got frustrated, came out one day and blurted out, "I'll do the tariffs," because everybody was trying to talk him out of it. Now, I told you at the time, it doesn't mean they're doing the tariffs. Trump doesn't know what he's talking about, and they will work him over, and he'll change his mind 8 times between now and then, and here we are. So let me give you a chronology. We go to alternate here. When Trump initially decided on the plan, he reportedly said that 25% tariff on foreign steel and 10% tariff on foreign aluminum would apply to all countries because otherwise everyone would ask for an exemption. That's right. Now, what happened since then? Well, all of a sudden, a little bit of a backpedal. You got this statement. There'll be an exemption procedure for particular cases where you need to have exemptions so that businesses can move forward. But at this point in time, there'll be no country exclusions, said the White House National Trade Council director. So that's backpedal number 1. Well, we're not, okay, fine, there could be exemptions. He said no exemptions, but there will be. But it won't be based on countries. Individual companies can come and ask for handouts through crony capitalism, and we'll do it that way. Okay. Well, then Sarah Huckabee Sanders came out and said, there are potential carve-outs for Mexico and Canada based on national security and possibly other countries as well based on that process. That would be a case-by-case and country-by-country basis. So that's backpedal number 2. Well, did we say no exemptions? Did we say no country exemptions? We meant country exemptions. Canada and Mexico will be excluded, and maybe others as well. By the way, Mexico, the country with the 4th largest imports into our country for steel and aluminum, so that's pretty big. With Canada, number 1. So when you exclude number 1 and number 4, well, those tariffs have lost a lot of its meaning, let alone the other exemptions that are coming. So why did Trump change his mind, and who worked him over? The most obvious thing in the world, the donors. So, as Talking Points memo explains, business leaders, meanwhile, continue to sound the alarm about the potential economic fallouts from tariffs, with the president and CEO of the US Chamber of Commerce raising the specter of a global trade war. So when the Chamber of Commerce, with their billions of dollars in political donations, both directly and through independent expenditures and dark money, and the members of the Chamber of Commerce individually giving in all those different ways, when they come a-calling, politicians listen. And Trump has a lot of tough talk, but at the end of the day, he's now a standard greasy politician, and he does whatever his donors tell him to do, and that's where we are. So now, if we left it right there, it would be a classic Donald Trump blundered in, didn't know what he was doing, flip-flopped, and is run by the donors. But there's a couple of other amusing aspects to it. I like this part. White House officials said specifics of President Donald Trump's plan remained fluid Thursday, and it was unclear when the tariffs would be finalized. In other words, he's not really done flip-flopping, and this might all be nonsense. Now, he did come out today and gave a press conference. I'm going to show you 2 amusing parts of that in a second. And he did confirm that he's going to do the tariffs, but yes, there are going to be exemptions for Canada and Mexico and perhaps other countries. So his tough guy stance is null and void and is not in play, okay? Here's amusing part number 2. Wilbur Ross, the Commerce Secretary, when trying to defend this, said this. He's already indicated a degree of flexibility, but I think a very sensible, very balanced degree of flexibility. We're not trying to blow up the world. Oh, so that was in play. So apparently that was one of the possibilities. In other words, we talked him out of it. He now has flexibility because he didn't realize what an idiot he is. And if we had actually listened to Trump, we would have blown up the world. But we convinced him to have flexibility, so we're a little short of blowing up the world. We almost, by the way, dodged the bullet entirely because Trump almost forgot to sign the actual order. So watch this part.
I assume you've all been many times into the Oval Office? Come on, let's go and do that. Let's go and do that. Yes, I'm going to do. We'll go into the Oval Office. We're going to sign this up. We'll go into the Oval Office. We'll have a picture, okay? Okay, thank you.
Mr. President, you idiot, you have to actually sign the thing, right? Like, no, I know, we're gonna go to the office in a little bit. I know I should sign it, I'm gonna sign it. Okay, but that's not the funniest part of the press conference. So he's got these steel workers around him. One of the steel workers comes up and gives this moving speech about how his dad had gotten laid off, and it was that had happened to him. He had 6 kids, his dad did, and he said it was one of the saddest things he's ever seen. And he said, I don't want that to ever happen again. So then Trump comes up and says this.
I thank you for the opportunity for what you do.
Your father's Herman?
Herman, sorry, yes, sir.
Yes. Well, your father Herman is looking down. He's very proud of you right now.
He's still alive.
Oh, he is? Well, then he's even more proud of you. Then he's even more proud.
Yeah. Okay, to be fair to Trump, that person had talked about how his father felt at the end. He meant like at the end of getting fired and etc. But it's not the worst thing Trump has done. I can see why he had the wrong impression there. It was more of a Bush moment where light, weird confusion reigns. Like, huh? What? What did I do? What did I do? Right? As opposed to Trump, where he comes in and wrecks everything. So just a funny little ending to a funny little story about how we almost blew up the world with tariffs. You just watched a video by the Young Turks, the home of the revolution. If you'd like to get the full show, come join us and become a member. tytnetwork.com/join.